So, in my previous video, there were millions of requests from my fans. Well, actually, only three. Is it possible to hand painted gunpla using other type of acrylic paints? So, in this experiment, I will use a slightly extreme type of acrylic paint. This is wall paint. Curious about the result? Stay with us. Alice Kingdom. This pen is not just an ordinary wall pen. This is a very cheap wall pen that I bought for 9,000 rupiah or about zero point 0.6 US dollar per half kilogram. If this experiment is successful and can produce gunpla with amazing paint result, this can be a great solution for you, broke builder. I've transferred the pen into the bottle. Well, a little mess in the process, but it's okay. I didn't fill the bottle completely because I'm sure the paint still needs to be thinned. So I left some space for the thinner. And I will use this boy for this experiment. I hope you will be okay, boy. This gunpla still has some knob marks. Of course, we need to remove them. Just remember this. No matter how bad you at painting, please just remove knob marks from your gunpla. Knob marks for a builder is a shame. Don't involve gunpla in your shameful life. If you still don't know how to remove knob marks from your gunpla, please check my other tutorial video. I will put the link in the description. I have clipped some part for the primer stage so that later in the painting stage, the color from the paint can come out easily. I didn't clip all of them, especially for the white part, because I want to save time in the process. So why we do need to paint white parts with white paint? Unnecessary. And this is after I put a primer on the part. Now I have my paint, water to wash my brush, and of course the brush itself. For maximum result, I will use soft nylon brush. I recommend that you to use soft brush if you want to hand paint it your gunpla to prevent some brush mark to appear on your end result. Next, let's try if this paint is thin enough or too thick to use directly. If you already watched my previous video about hand brush tutorial, you know how thin this pen should be. And this pen is too thick. Because this is water-based acrylic paint, I just need water as a thinner. For starter, I will thin with ratio 2 pen and 1 water. If it's not thin enough, I will add another water. Check well before use. Now let's try it. Okay, ratio 2 pen and 1 water is just perfect. I will try with yellow color first. As usual, we add a thin layer first, and after it dries, we will add another layer until the color comes out clearly. While waiting for it to dry, we can also paint the other part. Instead of being idle, I will also try for the white color. This part base color is blue, so I need to add primer first to make the white color, which is lighter than blue to come out easily. If you don't add primer before, it will need more layer to cover the original color. In this part, there is also blue color. This is why I paint white first, so I don't need to be careful with color separation as white color will be easier to cover with other color later. Next is part with only red color, and then part with only blue color. I don't like waiting in silence. Instead of waiting other color to dry, I can paint another part, and when I finish with first layer for all of the part, I can continue for the next layer. And this is the result after first layer dry. Well, a little crack on there, maybe because I put too much pen on that spot. My bad. I feel the color tone somehow decreased. I don't know, maybe if I put another layer, this color tone will get better. And when I touch it, it feels a little rough, just like a wall. Let's try add another layer. And this is the result after I add layer and more layer. The tone color is not getting better, the texture is just getting worse. If I continue until it finishes, I'm sure I will see something like stone statue of Gundam painted with wall pen. Now I do apologize. I cannot continue this experiment. My eyes bleeding just to see the result. I can conclude this type of pen is not appropriate to use on your gunpla. And if you want to know proper method on how to hand brush your gunpla, please check this video. Okay, goodbye. See you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Alice greeting.